Have you ever tried to build a one-person business model? If you have, you know the pain of that simplicity of building a one and running a one. I personally have failed multiple times of doing that, but I've successfully built it for others more than a few dozen times. I want to give you the blueprint of how we've done it for all of the successful creators that we had. We fairly fast took them from $0 to $1 million, mostly in under 6 months. Now, the blueprint is on one side you have content creation, then on the other side you have running the business. That's history. We've created the first ever ran for you online company where we run the entire business, give you the products, the email list, the structures, the payments, the integrations, the membership, the hosting, everything on one subscription fee. I will explain in a moment. I first want to come back to the content. Content has been destroyed, butchered, and advice out there is just all over the place. First thing you need to understand, you cannot copy what works. Copying what works is sitting in a white van next to the McDonald's franchise trying to sell Big Macs to the people who already ate in the McDonald's. They watch Ali Abdaal productivity system and then you came up with your productivity system. They just had a Big Mac. They don't want another one. They watch Hormozi, how to start an online business. Now you have yours. Regardless of the value you have, they will not watch your video. They'll already had their Big Mac. So you need to differentiate yourself. You need to put your burgers in a pizza dough. Next thing you need to understand is storytelling is a thing of the past. When was the last time that you sit through a 5-minute story? That doesn't happen anymore. You have something called story sprinkling right now. And that thing is, you have your content pillars, like you have your content pyramid. And that's how you actually build your fans, 500 fans, and how to monetize them. I'll explain in a second. In that fans pyramid, you have your how-to, you have your enemies, and you have mistakes and challenges. On the top of that pyramid sits story sprinkling. Whatever content you choose, whatever pillar you choose to promote in a particular video, you sprinkle a bit of it. A couple moments ago when I said I built a few dozens of one-person businesses, we took them fairly fast to 7 figures. That was storytelling. You learned something about me, but I didn't stop the entire video to tell you that. That's called story sprinkling. So you tie your how-to, you learn that when you were abandoned by your dad. You learn that when you first quit school. You learn that when you collapsed your first business. Your mistakes and challenges. This is what mistakes and challenges I made when I first successfully created the 1 million views on a TikTok. Tie whatever story happened to the learning lessons. When you're talking about your enemies, you choose your enemies and then you tie your story sprinkling. So it's a learning lesson with one line that connects yourself to them. So you create emotional connection by using story sprinkling, one-liners. When you combine this method with avoiding the white van selling burgers next to the McDonald's, you're going to be fairly close to making a really, really good YouTube videos. Now, even with all that, you start a business and go the simplest route that they suggest. You go, hey, I'm gonna just offer consulting calls. You have to have the hosting, you have to have the pages, you have to have the calendar, you have to have the integrations, you have to have the email follow-ups to have somewhere that people can register, that people can answer a questionnaire. You have to come up with that questionnaire. You have to remind them to show up on that call. You have to learn to teach them something on that call. You have to sell on that call. You have to fulfill that. You have to have them in some kind of a Slack or Discord group where you can keep them happy and keep engaged. It's a lie. The one-person business cannot be operated with like a 4-hour work week. Out of personal frustration and all of the failed one-person businesses I had in the past, I created a company that, as people say, no one wanted to build. It's the first ever ran for you company. What does that mean? You get the 7-figure one-person business infrastructure. So membership that's hooked to the payment processor, the checkout pages, the emails, the reminders, the calendars, the team of 10 people, the payments, the support, the onboarding, keeping your people happy, live calls, everything. And we run the entire thing for you on one subscription fee. Just think of SaaS. That's the easiest way to understand it. You have GPT, $500 billion to develop, we get to use it for $20. Exactly like that. We built the entire thing, and thanks to the AI now, we can get close to being profitable. So we run the entire business. You keep 100% of the money. You have 17 already built premium digital products that you can watch, learn from, but also sell to your audience and keep 100% of every sale you make. $497 product, 500 fans, that's $250,000. 500 fans over the course of a year, where you only think of how do I create content? What do I do in my next video? How do I put 2 videos a week? That's it, 2 videos a week. Everything else is taken care of. So how hard is it going to be to make 500 fans with being solely focused on that? Entire business is ran for you. Those 500 fans, they're going to have a subscription fee, $17 a month. $17 a month times 500 people times 12 months, that's $102,000 on top of $250,000 of initial sales. You keep 100% of every single dime. You want us to promote your knowledge and your expertise to the cumulative email list of all of the creators that are going to be inside courseasaservice.com. You just let us know with one message. We set up the call, we set up the calendars, we make sure that people show up, we segment the list, we send people who are actually interested in what you're going to teach your way. We put 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people or 500 people on that call. You teach for 45 minutes and then you ask, hey, is there anyone who wants my help implementing all of this? You can email me at this email. Out of 2,000 or 3,000 people, how hard is it going to be to get 4 or 5 high-ticket clients that are going to pay you $4,000 or $5,000 a month? Now we are talking of an additional $250,000. That's courseasaservice.com. That's the infrastructure we built for people who want, like, having the one-person business is the ultimate lifestyle. It's the best possible way to live online. There are not many people who want to build next Google and next YouTube, but there are people who want to offer their expertise and to have a really nice life. And now, without the hassle, you can literally do that with 4 hours a week, because we run the entire business for you. We keep your people happy. We accept payments. We have the integrations, the tech, the membership, the products, the emails, the calendars, promote your live calls, everything. You keep 100% from all of the core sales that you make, 100% from monthly recurring revenue, 100% from your high ticket clients. Everything is yours. You have one subscription fee.